Well, I haven't deadlifted in nearly a year, so I must say I was pleasantly surprised with the results today. So stick around and let me show you how it went down on my inaugural deadlift session in pursuit of my 400-pound plus deadlift. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Kind of a big day today. And today, by the way, is Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. Big day for a couple of reasons. First, this is the day I begin my 60 plus, 400-pound plus deadlift pursuit. That is to say, at my current age of 62 and a half, I want to get me a solid, legit 400-pound or more deadlift before the end of the year. I'm certain that's doable, and that process begins today. That quest begins today. I want to show you today what I'm starting with and some of the details of how I'm going to get there. But before I do that, a special thanks to Graybeard for his suggested methodology, which I am going to implement because it sounded very good and solid, and I'll show you that in here as well. Plus, another thing that makes today a little bit bigger, last week, you may or may not know, I was kind of jumped on by the COVID beast, so I've been out of action for about 6 days, feeling way better now. It's a good workout. Wanted to jump back on the horse where I left off, which was starting my 400-pound deadlift quest. So that's my starting point today, my restarting point after my little COVID experience. So, big day. Let's get at it. I want to show you the specifics and talk a little bit about my pursuit of this 400-plus pound deadlift and show you how the workout went. Then we'll catch back up in a few minutes, wrap it all up. Let's go do it. All right, while I'm warming up, let's start this off by talking about the program I'm going to use to help me attain my goal of a legit 400-pound plus deadlift pull before I turn 63 at the end of this year. That's 5 solid months, infinitely doable. And first I want to thank Graybeard for his suggestion. This is his methodology. I found it solid, methodical, cautious, and a nice way to go. So I'm going to use it and roll with it. So first we find us a nice solid starting working weight. Not too easy, not too hard. We're going to jump into workout 1. We're going to do 4 sets of 3 reps. So we're going to introduce the body to the weight and the deadlift and gradually jump into it. I'm going to have a 5th set of as many reps as possible and cap that at 9 reps. We're going to move on to deadlift workout 2. We're going to go to 4 sets of 4 reps, gradually increasing the rep load at the same working weight with the same 5th set AMRAP. Workout 3, we're going to go to 4 sets of 5 reps, same working weight. Once that's successful, I'm going to add 10 pounds to the weight and rinse and repeat. A nice progressive overload method. I like it. We're going to keep doing it until either I reach my goal or I plateau and it's time to reload and reset. Either way, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's a nice, solid approach. Thank you again, Graybeard, for this. Alrighty, let's get into the working sets of today's inaugural deadlift session in pursuit of a 400-plus pound deadlift. Now, I haven't deadlifted in nearly a year, so I want to start cautiously and at a reasonable spot. So my starting working weight today, I set at 275 pounds. This felt like it wasn't too easy, but it certainly wasn't overly aggressive. 4 sets of 3 reps. This is set 2. Right here I was feeling like this was going to work out just fine. I was in the deadlift groove like I'd never left it. Maybe not quite as strong. Now, one thing I like about this approach is it's progressive overload, but it's a little more controlled and less chaotic, as Graybeard so eloquently put it. We let the body get used to the weight in 3 separate sessions of a 3 rep, a 4 rep, and a 5 rep. And then, once that's successful, move up. This works great for me, I believe, because I'm hard-headed and have a tendency to go too fast, push too hard, and either burn out or get a little niggle or twinge or maybe even an injury. And I have some history with my right hip there, so I want to be careful. That felt great today, the right hip. So there it was. 4 sets of 3 reps, easily within my grasp. That was nice. It felt good. This is my 5th set, my AMRAP. As many reps as possible at 9 reps. Certainly could have done more. Now, needless to say, the further I get down this path, these AMRAPs are not going to be capped at anything except for maybe not being able to do more than 3 or 4, because it's going to get incrementally and exponentially more difficult as I move along. But I like this and I'm excited about it. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. That was a nice inaugural deadlift session, a nice way to jump into the deadlift pool. Not too difficult, but just appropriately hard enough. Felt pretty good. Now I followed that up with a couple of sets of squats. I just want to make sure, since I've been off for 6 days, I just want the body to remember that I'm still squatting. And it's going to be maybe 3 days before I get back into another squat session once I jump back into my regular 5-day workout program, since, I was out for 6 days. So this was just basically to make me feel better and remind me of what the weight felt like on my back. This was, I think, a set of 8 at 225. And that felt pretty good. To be honest with you, I got a little bit overly sweaty today. I felt a little bit queasy. I may have jumped in a day early, but at any rate, a little bit of squat work. This is 3 reps at my current working weight of 245. I'm doing progressive overload also on my squats, but I'm doing that in a 3 by 7 rep program. And anyway, I just wanted to feel the weight on my back and just get a little bit of squat work in today, so I didn't have too many days between squat sessions. So that felt pretty good. Okay, so I finished up today with some pull-ups. I just wanted to get some back workout in. Again, the same theory being it's been out for 6 days and be a couple more days before I get to back. So I just wanted to get a little back work in, so I did a couple of sets of pull-ups. I think I did a total of 25 in the totality of both sets. And tomorrow I have chest and triceps, and I'll follow that up the next day with back. So again, just letting the back know I haven't forgotten about it. So all in all, this was a nice workout. Back in the gym after 6 days of not feeling the best. Felt pretty good, and it's good to be back on a roll. And I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me today. I sincerely appreciate it. Alrighty, there we go. Day 1 of my 60 plus, 400 pound plus deadlift quest. It's always cool to have a project like this. I love this kind of thing. It's kind of a carrot on a stick. Keeps me going. I love these things. And I'm pretty stoked about this. And that was a good workout today. Thank you very much for being with me and hanging out with me. That is really cool, especially if you're this far in. As I always say, that's special, and thank you. So if you're here, hit that like button for me. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Come join our group. That would be great. Anyway, there you go. It's a good workout. Felt pretty good after coming back after 6 days. It's a good starting point. Back on track. I like it. It's always good to be reminded of the appreciation one should have for the privilege and ability to be able to do a workout. So I'm thankful to be back. And I guess with that, I will say thank you again. And until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.